part 3 to my fiance being unalived. If you don't know me, I am Cass Moon. Jude or Jude Moon or Miss Moon, whatever you want to call me. My fiance was unalived in 2011, and there's a lot of crooked shit that happened. So here we go. We left off part 2 with when I left with my sister. So when I left, there was an SUV that was parked under the overpass, is what I meant to say. And it was a white SUV. And when we first drove past it, it had its lights on, like inside the vehicle, but I didn't see anybody. So we drive down 21, we drive all through Country Club, and then we drive back this way. But when we drove back towards my apartment and we passed that white SUV, it's now flipped around and it's sitting across from where my fiance will end up having to cross there, okay? Where he was found, supposedly. I don't think much of it, but I knew in my head at the time that was just weird because in all the years that I've lived here, which has been my whole life, I've never even seen a car broke down there. Ever. So, we go to Oasis Bar, okay? From the bar, my friend Mike's there. I use his phone. I call my Mike on his phone and on like everybody's phone you can imagine, and nothing. It's going straight to voicemail. When we leave when the bar is closed, okay? And when we leave, someone hit my sister. I end up getting into a fist fight with somebody. I get spun around, and when I get spun around, it is Officer Poe. This officer that I knew, okay? From living around here for years. And I swing at him. So I hit a cop, a police officer, a detective at that. And I remember thinking, I said, what the hell? I mean, there's 30 police officers here right now. Like, don't you guys got better things to do? Like, you done showed up on silent helicopter strings. Like, what the hell are y'all doing here? So I am disrespecting the police officers. I'm talking bad to these I'm talking so dirty to these cops, right? These detectives or whatever. They tell me special duties. They're here on special duties. What? Now, I've assaulted a police officer. I've assaulted a person. I've talked bad to these people. I have failed the test because I was drinking. I kept moving my head when they told me not to. And they end up letting me go. And when they let me go, I can't find my car keys. I blame it on everybody there. The police officers, the girl that I ended up fist fighting. You know, it was everybody's fault but my own. Like for 45 minutes, I'm looking for these keys. And guess what? I find them in my car door. So me and my sister leave. And when we leave, we're like high-fiving thinking that we got away. We pulled that off. Can you believe that shit? When we leave, we go to this gas station called Dickman's. And it is on Highway 21. At this time, it's about 2:15. Or, I don't know what time. Anyways, it's late. We go there, we sit there, and then my friend Mike, that was at the bar with us, with his friend, my sister's like, let's let him come to the house. And I was like, I don't know, because my Mike was jealous of that Mike, because he's my best friend. But I was like, forget it. So they follow us to my apartment. We go to my apartment. When we get home, I literally go right back to that window, and I'm watching any car that drives by. I'm in the window with it open in January, and it's cold. And my friend Mike's like, what's wrong, Cass? And I'm like, I just feel like he's dead. Or he's gone. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he's gone. I just know it. I feel like something's wrong. And everybody else tell me I'm so dramatic. But my friend Mike was like, he listened to me. Like, he knew that there was something that had to be wrong because I don't act like that. Well, at one point, I remember sitting on the couch and I was like, Kristen, do you hear that? Because my basement, I said, don't it sound like someone? I had a big tub of pictures. And I remember sitting there going, doesn't it sound like someone's like taking the pictures and like throw them down in the basement? It creeped me out. So I just shut the door and locked it, right? So no one can come up the basement. They leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning because my sister, or because my friend Mike and them wanted needed to take his car home for his girlfriend to go to work, okay? And then they would pick him up and bring them back. My sister would bring him back. So I was home by myself for a small period of time at 5-something in the morning, okay? When they got back, my friend Mike was like, dude, we were followed when we left here. I was like, what do you mean you were followed? He's like, we were followed and all the way up into the gas station right before my neighborhood. And then when we left, that the car that was following us pulled out behind us and followed us all the way back here. And I was like, you're tripping. I'm like, what? No. So he gets all weirded out and they leave. Him and his friend leave. It's just me and my sister there at this time. Then I start noticing after he told me that there's been a lot. So 21 is a main road to where like our jail is, our courthouse. So there's a lot of cops. It's like the main route. But I was like, there is a lot of police driving right now. Like a whole lot. And next thing I know, I'm looking down. I'm like, what the hell is that? They look like they were taping off from down the highway all the way almost to my front door, but it was like right at the intersection. And I'm like in the window, and then there's a police standing there on their on their walkie-talkie. I'm like, Kristen, come look at this. Well, I get up and get out the window, and it's like as soon as I did, she was on her walkie-talkie, and she's like facing me. I'm like, what is going on? It's like someone is gone, like DEAD. And so I call Mike's mom. I'm like, have you ever heard anything from Mike? Because there's something really weird going on. Now, remind you, when I talk to her, she says no. She don't know nothing. So me and Kirsten get weirded out. And at this time, they're taking traffic and making them go the other way. So me and my sister get directly in her car, and we hit the back road. Boom, we don't even go by it. We're on that back road for like 5 minutes. The phone rings. And it's Detective Poe, asking where we were. And at first we said at the apartment, we lied. And they were like, no, you're not. Because we're here in your living room. Like, we are here. And I was like, what? They said, we got 10 minutes to make contact with you because there's one cold body or something like that. Or so, I can't remember exactly what it said. So me and my sister gave them my sister's address, which wasn't about 8 minutes away from my house. And we get there, and we're not even on the deck yet. And here comes, boom, boom, these cars. Okay? And it's the same people that were where we were at Oasis the night prior. That are coming to arrest me, because I had a traffic ticket, they said, not for murder, but for a ticket, and take me down to the main detective quarters to question me. So we're on our way there, and when we get there, here comes out Mike's mom. She's already been questioned coming out the building. Now, from the time that I've talked to her to then, it's been about an hour. So you tell me how she's already been picked up and questioned. And when she comes walking out, she hugs me, and this is what she says to me in my ear. He can't hurt us no more. Excuse me? What? And these are just the starting of the red flags that are like ding, ding, the weird things that are going on, okay? It just really struck me odd. So we go in there. They show me a picture of my car. It's got 6 bullet holes in the door. Okay, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a complete circle and 1 bullet hole, boom, to the right. So there's the 6. And I automatically think it's my car because there is a bandana that hangs from a star bandana. And it was in there, right? Hold on. They're asking me all kinds of questions. I'm trying to answer them to my best ability, but at the same time, not trying to give them too much information about certain things, right? They tell me my car was stolen, which we just bought this car from Mike's good friend that had a car lot in the city 30 days prior. They try to tell me my car was used in a high-speed chase for methamphetamines. I said that's a lie because those plates didn't even go to my car. And they were just lying. Just lies. They were just lies after lies after lies that I just kept busting them in, okay? Like for part 4.